Hi everyone, it's Wednesday the 29th of April and I've put together another half an hour workout for you to do at home. Hope you're all well. So we're going to start today on the floor, okay? So we're going to start on the mat, have a bit of a stretch on the mat before we get going. So we're coming down onto the floor. So just making sure that when you're laying down on that mat, you can feel the length of your spine from your tailbone up to the crown of the head. Making sure that you're nice and relaxed here, push your shoulders away from those ears and just releasing the arms down by your sides. So just starting with a nice single leg, stretch away. So we're going to just gently push away with that right heel along the floor and then just gently draw it back in. So again, so keeping that pelvic girdle nice and steady and sliding the foot back in. So again, you slide away with the right heel. As you're drawing, remember, pull down through that belly button to imprint that spine, keeping it nice and long, keep it nice and still, and then sliding back in. So one more on each side, and again, slide away with that right heel, and pulling back in, and then slide away with that left heel, and then sliding back in. So just gently lifting that right knee on top of your hip, and then releasing to the floor. And again, exhale, drawing down through the belly button, lifting that left heel, and then gently releasing back to the floor. So again, lifting with the right, and then gently lower, and then lifting with that left. So just one more on each side. And again, exhale, floating that right knee, and releasing. So it just goes on top of that hip, creating that right angle with the knee, and then gently lower. So this time, just gently releasing that right knee out to the side. It doesn't have to drop all the way to the floor, but just being very mindful that you're keeping that left leg nice and steady and then drawing back up. So you might find it useful to place those hands on top of those hips as you just release out to the left side and then pulling back to the top. And again, exhale and inhale back to the top. One more on the other side. And again, exhale, and then draw it back to the top. So let's put those three together. So we're sliding away with the right heel first, drawing back in, floating the knee on top of the hip, releasing the foot back to the floor, and then dropping that right knee to the side. And then draw it back up. So left leg, and again, push away with your left heel, drawing back in, floating that knee on top of the hip, releasing to the floor, and then just gently releasing that left knee out to the side and then pull it back to top. So one more on each side, and again, push away with the right heel, drawing back in, floating the knee on top of the hip, releasing, and then out to the side, and then to the top last time, and again, push away with the foot, bring it back in, floating on top, releasing the foot to the floor, and then taking the leg out to the side. And then draw it back all the way to the top. Just gently bring those knees in towards your chest, hug them in, just gently rocking side to side. And let's take a nice quick lower back stretch while we're here as well. So we're going to take both your knees over towards the right side. If you want to, you can take the arms in the opposite direction. And then drawing back to the top, and then take it over to the other side as well. And then take it back to the top. Fantastic. So keeping both feet on the floor this time, toes facing forward with a small gap between those legs, making sure the shoulders are away from your ears with the chin slightly tucked in. We're taking that nice deep breath in. As you exhale, we're drawing up, lifting up into that small curl up, remember, and then gently releasing. So again, exhale, head and shoulders lifting up, reaching those hands forward. Doesn't have to be a very big lift, and then gently release. And again, as always, if you need support, you can put those hands behind the back of the head just to give that head a little bit of support. If you find your neck aches, okay, do support that head, and then gently release. Two more here, and again, exhale, head and shoulders lift, bracing the belly, and then gently lower. Last one here, and again, exhale, head and shoulders lift, and then gently releasing. So just holding your position here for a moment, just gently float that right knee on top of the hip, floating your left leg into that tabletop position. So remember, as always, if that's too difficult for you to hold both legs up, you can lower one leg and do a single leg instead. Otherwise, keeping both knees on top of those hips, toes just pointing away, and then relax those arms for a moment. So just holding a really basic 100 position just for a moment. So we're going to go into that scissor this afternoon. So we're going to just gently releasing right toes to the floor, making sure the movement comes from your hip flexor, and then draw back up. So you initiate the movement from your hip flexor as it taps the floor, and then we draw back up. So this one, you should automatically feel it straight away where you lower the leg and the back wants to pull. So you contract through the belly. You have just to counterpose it as well. Tapping down with your left, and then lift. And again, exhale, and inhale to draw back up. And again, tap with the left, and then lift back to the top. One more on each side. So tapping right, and lift, and tapping left, and lift. Yeah, so if you need to, take a break, bring the knees in, and let's see if we can alternate those toe taps this time. So into that full seated this time. So we're tapping down right. Now as you start to draw back up, you tap your left. And again, exhale. Inhale and exhale. And again, so remember, squeezing down with that belly button, and switch. So try to check that the knees are passing each other. And again, tap and tap. One more. Tapping right. And finishing with that left tap. And draw back up. And then bring those knees in together. So let's add that with that reverse curl as well. So we're going to have both knees on top of those hips. So we're taking a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to pull down through your belly button. Yeah, so the bottom starts to peel off the floor. And then we're going to just gently release and tap both feet to the floor. So again, lift back up. And again, compress, pull in. And then exhale. And again, pulling back up on your inhale. And again, exhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then release. And again, inhale and exhale. And release. Let's see if we can do two more here. And again, drawing back up. And again, exhale, squeeze. And then release. All the way down to the floor. So you can feel it on both parts of the exercise when you do the reverse curl, and then when you do that double scissor down on that floor. And draw back up to the top one more time, and again pull in, squeeze, 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 and then gently releasing. And then bring the knees in towards your chest, give it a quick hug, give it a quick rock side to side. And then gently release the feet to the floor. Okay, let's gently roll onto your side this time. It doesn't matter which side you do first. So we're going to come onto our side and we're going to just rest our head down so we're nice and comfortable, and bring your knees, yeah, into that right angle position. Just imagine that you're sitting on the chair, okay, your shins are just parallel to the opposite wall. Keep your back nice and long, okay, so your spine is in your neutral position as well. So knees on top of one another as your ankles, hips, and your shoulders, so it's all stacked. Okay, so you're nice and comfortable here. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in as you exhale, pulling in through your belly button as you just gently float that top knee away. Being very mindful the bottom doesn't roll behind, and then gently squeeze and close. And again, so exhale and inhale. And again, so exhale. So if you're not comfortable where your head is laying, you can pop yourself up if you prefer as well. And again, exhale, lift, and inhale, release. And again, exhale, lift, and inhale, releasing. One more time. And again, exhale, lifting, and then gently releasing. So if you're comfortable there, let's see if we can pivot up onto those knees this time. So we're going to lift the feet off the floor this time. And again, so exhale, lift, and then gently release. So you get a little bit more emphasis on that bottom leg, okay? Just holding that body weight. And again, exhale, lifting, and then gently release. 2 more here, and again, exhale, lift, and then releasing, and last time, lifting, and then gently together and releasing the feet to the floor. So just gently slide your legs away so you have a little angle, 45-degree angle with your legs, okay, so they're not just straight in line with your body, okay, they're actually gone off at an angle to give your body a bit of a support when you're in this position here. So going into that side kick series this time, so we're going to inhale, we're going to lift the leg to the ceiling as high as you're comfortable to go, okay guys, and then exhale, we're going to flex the foot and squeeze down towards the leg. So inhale, point the toes up, and exhale, squeeze. And again, inhale, lift, and exhale, squeeze. And again, 2 more, lifting and gently lower. Last one, inhale, lift, and then exhale, squeeze. So changing the direction of those legs, putting the toes back up. And again, so we glide forward with that foot as far as we can go, so we get that stretch through your hamstring, flexing the foot to push it back. And again, so forwards, and then gently push back. And again, inhale and exhale. And again, inhaling forwards and exhaling, squeezing back. 2 more, and again, inhale forwards and then exhale, squeeze back. Last one, and again, inhale forwards and exhale, squeeze back. Hold it here, just hold. Don't go anywhere just yet, guys, just hold it afloat. Okay, let's draw those circles as well. Add that circle. So we're circling forwards, down, and again. So forwards, lifting up, circle back, and again. So keeping nice and stable through your body. Just holding that position in your side kick. And last one here, just lifting, circling, and then all the way down. Bring those knees in towards your chest to give it a little bit of a rest. So let's just gently slide those heels back, okay, so they're in line with your bottom. So lift yourself up onto your elbows. Just have a quick look at your alignment, okay, make sure, yeah, those feet, soles of the feet are in line with your bottom, and you have your elbow underneath your shoulder to give you a bit of a support when you're here as well. So we're going into that side bend, so nice easy option. Remember, hands are on the floor to give yourself lots of body support as well. So we're inhaling as you exhale, we're lifting that hip up, holding here. So remember, you're trying to pull up, yeah, from underneath that waist, lifting up, and then gently releasing back to the floor. So again, exhale, pulling up, and then gently release. So if that's a little bit easy for you, you can extend your top leg away, maybe add a bit more body weight, and even add the opposite arm. Yeah, so remember that arm lifting up and then gently release. And again, if you want something stronger, both leg extends away, so you lift up, yeah, into this position here, and then gently lower. One more time, and again, exhale, lifting up, hold at the top, just holding. And here we go, reach the arm away, lift the hip up a little further, and then bring it all the way back down to the floor. So you choose your option, maybe one leg bent, one leg extended, and again, so we lift up, and again, push away, lift the hip up a little further, and then gently release it to the floor. 3 more to go, and again, lift, push away, and then bring it back in. So again, both knees bent if you want to, and again, lifting up, push away, and then releasing. Last one here, and again, lift up, push away, and then gently draw it all the way back down to the floor. So just bring those knees back in, lift up into that mermaid stretch. And then gently release it all the way to the floor. So just bring yourself back to the front for a moment, guys, okay, just before we go on to the other side to work the other side as well, okay. Let's just bring ourselves into a seated position. So knees are bent, toes are facing forwards, and we're just going to hold in this position just for a quick second while we reset ourselves. So shoulders away from those ears, remember, hands behind the back of those thighs, into a really nice simple roll up, yeah? So we're going to take a deep breath in. As you exhale, gentle pelvic tilt, rounding through your spine, just gently start that roll back. And then exhale, gently drawing back up. So again, exhale. and then inhale, lifting back up. Yeah, so just from the side point of view, guys, yeah. So again, exhale, rounding through your spine, just gently roll. And then gently lifting back to top. 2 more here, and again, exhale. And then gently rolling back up. Last one, and again, exhale. And then gently peeling back up to the top. So quick reach forward just to release off as well. So onto the other side, okay? So just flipping yourself over. Bring yourself down onto the floor. Remember, knees up towards your chest. Just check your alignment, make sure you're happy there. Resting yourself down or propping yourself up, whichever is comfortable for you. Starting with those lateral hip openers, remember, to work those hip flexors first. Checking the ankles, knees, hips and shoulders are stacked on top of one another. And again, exhale, we're just gently floating the top leg away. And then gently release. So if you feel like your bottom is rolling back, okay, just place your hand on top, have a check, make sure you're happy where you are, and then gently release. And again, exhale. And inhale, releasing. And again, exhale. And releasing, last one here. And again, exhale, compress that belly. And then gently releasing back to the floor. So lifting the feet up off the floor to add a little bit more body weight. And again, exhale, lifting the top knee away. And then gently release. So always be mindful what's happening through your bottom. Okay, you're not pushing back and letting that hip roll back. And then releasing. 3 more here. And again, exhale, lift. And then gently lower. 2 more. And releasing, last one then. And again, exhale, lift. And then gently release. Releasing the feet to the floor and just hug those knees in just for a moment, just to make sure you release off as well. So remember, extending those legs away. So we want to have those legs, yeah, in that position. Yeah, where it's that 45-degree angle before we get going first of all. So into those leg kick series, okay, where we're lifting and gliding forwards. So we're going to start with that lift up first. So we're inhaling, lifting the leg to the ceiling as high as you can, and then flexing the foot, and then just gently squeezing down to that leg. So inhale, lift, and exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lifting up, and then exhale, squeeze. And again, inhale, lift, and then exhale, squeeze. 2 more here, and again, inhale, lifting, and then exhale, squeezing. Last one, and again, inhale, lift, and then exhale, squeeze. So this time changing, we're gliding forward with the leg, and then we're pushing back with that flexed foot. So again, point the toes, come forwards, and then flex and squeeze back. So again, forwards and squeeze. And again, 2. Yeah, so you might find one leg is a little bit tighter than the other. Holding here, remember, holding that position, drawing in, holding, keep it afloat. And here we go, into those circles. So we're lifting up, circle round and back. And again, forwards, up and circle back. So it doesn't matter which direction you go in, guys, okay, as long as you're doing 5 in one direction. And again, 2 more, lift, circle back, last one. And then gently draw those legs together. So bring your knees in, remember to rest it, and let's get yourself set up for that side bend position. So remember, coming up onto your elbows, have a look, make sure the soles of your feet are in line with your back, with your bottom ready to go here. So let's take a deep breath in. So exhale, here we go, drawing up, lift. So remember, you feel like there's that rope around your waist and someone's picking it up, okay, to lift that waistline. If you're not sure, you can take your hands there, just double check, you can feel the muscle should activate. And then gently release. And again, so exhale, lift. And then releasing. Couple more here. And again, exhale, lift. And then gently release. And as always, you can add the option with one extended leg to make it a little harder. And releasing, last time. Maybe both legs so you're feeling a bit stronger. And then gently release. Okay, so let's add that arm reach away as well. Yeah, so choose your option. So again, exhale, lifting up. Here we go, push away, lift the hip a little higher. and then release it all the way to the floor. And again, so exhale, lift, push away, and then releasing. Yeah, lots of options to do. Remember, lifting up, push away. Yeah, so the hip doesn't lift too much further when you push away the arm, lifting up. Yeah, but you can see a little bit of difference there. And releasing. And again, 2 more. So quite strong, obviously, for these oblique muscles, and obviously the upper body is working at the same time. Last one, lifting up. Here we go, push away. And then release it all the way to the floor. So remember, bring yourself back up onto that bottom, and then just keep your legs extended that way. Push away with the arm just to stretch off in that mermaid stretch. And gently release it back to the floor. Okay, so let's give that upper body a bit of a workout, okay guys, yeah? So we're going to come into all fours first of all. So tabletop position to start with, in this position here. So remember, knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders, shoulder, yeah, and knees about hip distance apart, okay? And always your back is the one you want to check, okay? Because sometimes we get a little bit lazy, yeah, and we do dip this back and you cause yourself lower back issues. So tuck your tailbone under, put yourself back into neutral spine before you get going. So let's take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, extending your right arm and your left leg away, lifting up off the floor. Just take a hold in that swimming position. So just hold it there. And then gently release it to the floor. Changing over to the other side. So push away with the arm and leg, lifting up, hold, and then gently release and slide it back in. And again, push away with the arm and leg, lift it up, and release, bring it back in last time, and again, push away with the arm and leg, lift up, hold it, and then gently release. Pushing that bottom back towards your heels. Give it a quick stretch. Okay, so let's go into those press-up sets, okay? So we're going to try and do 15 press-ups today, okay, guys? So we're thinking about your upper body strength when we do this exercise, okay? Lots of options on your knees, on 3/4 press, or in that full press-up position. I'll start nice and easy, and those of you who want to work a little harder, you can just come up onto your toes. So remember, yeah, hands nice and wide, knees underneath your hips, support. So remember, when you bend your elbows, they're going out to the sides, okay, but not putting too much pressure on those wrists as well. So here we go, nice deep breath in. Exhale, we're lowering the chest towards the mat, and then draw back up. And again, so 2, and lift. And again, 3, and lift, and then push back and stretch it off. Okay, so slightly harder option, remember. So taking those knees a little bit further back, so we lean forward. So we want to make sure the bottom is down, okay, so you don't want it up in the air when you do press up, okay, because you want those shoulders over those wrists to add the body weight. So here we go, 3 press ups. So coming down, and lift, and again 2, and lift, 1 more, and lift, and then pushing back and stretch it off as well. I sort of forgot my hairband today, you see. Not very clever, was it? Okay, so full press up position, yeah, so a little bit harder in your full press up position. So you choose, okay, if you want to go into full press ups. So hands underneath your shoulders, yeah, so remember, bottoms down, and again, so exhale, and lift, and again, 2, and lift, 3, lift, and releasing and push back. So 2 more sets to go, so you choose knees, 3/4 or full press ups. So off we go again, guys, yeah, 3 press ups, here we go, 3, and lift, 2, but try not to lock your elbows at the top, try to relax those shoulders, I know it's quite difficult, and push back and stretch. So one more time. So again, here we go, 3 presses, yeah? 3, lifting. Last one. Releasing onto those knees, pushing that bottom back and stretching it away. Fantastic, guys. Okay, let's bring ourselves back onto our bottoms then. So bring ourselves all the way down to the floor, have a lie down. Yeah, so just to sort yourself out, guys, making sure you're nice and comfortable. Remember, laying down on the floor. Okay, so remember when you're down here, you want to feel the length of your spine before you get going as well. So let's start with a nice deep breath in. Now as you exhale, we're going to just gently, yeah, bring that right knee in, bring that left knee in and just hug it in here. So we're going to see if we can go into, yeah, that double leg stretch with that side kick as well. Okay, so we're thinking about your balancing, yeah, and we're going to try and challenge it by moving from one move to another. Okay, in one swift movement. Okay, guys, so you've got to really focus about looking down your length of your body when you're doing this exercise. So let's start with your double leg stretch. So remember, this is both legs together. So inhaling, as you exhale, we're extending the arms and legs to the ceiling, and then inhale, swoop it back in. And again, exhale, push away and in. So remember, lots of options. Bent knees will make it easier for those of you who find it difficult. And straight legs will make it harder. So the lower your legs are, the harder the exercise becomes on your core. And in. And again, yeah, if you want to, you can bring it all the way down to the floor. Okay, but do keep it afloat, remember. And in. Let's see if we can lift the head and shoulders as well. So add a little bit more by lifting the head and shoulders up. So again, push away, hold, and in. And exhale, and in. So we're going to do a couple more, and then I'm going to go onto my left side. Last one here. Here we go. Inhale, and then exhale, rolling onto my side. Okay, guys, so I've got a balance here. My legs are slightly afloat, okay? I'm not resting myself down onto the floor. And again, inhale in, and then exhale other side. So look down your body, make sure you're there. And again, inhale in, and exhale over. So balancing, it's all about challenging your core. And again, inhale back up, and exhale other side. So you might find that you wobble a little bit, okay guys, but really try and focus on stabilising. And again, inhale, lift, and exhale over. And again, inhale back into the centre, and exhale over. So just a couple more here, and again, inhale back in the centre, and then exhale over. Yeah, not as easy as it looks on this one. And again, push away. Yeah, you might find one side is stronger than the other. And again, inhale back to centre. So last one, here we go. Inhale back to centre, and exhale over. And then gently draw back into the centre, hug it in, just rock side to side to release. And then gently releasing the feet to the floor. Fantastic. Okay, let's finish off with a nice big core exercise. Okay, so we're thinking about really working those abs on this one. Okay, guys. So just do as many as you're comfortable with. We're extending those legs away and we're extending those arms away. So we're going to take that left hand behind the back of your head to give it a bit of support. Okay, while we do this exercise. So we're going to start nice and easy. So we're going to take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to lift up your right leg to the ceiling, lift your head and shoulders up, and we're going to reach and we're going to try and tap for that shin, okay? If you can't reach, maybe just bend the knees, okay, so you can reach towards that area, and then gently lower to the floor. Here we go with 2. So here we lift up for 2, tap, don't lower the head and shoulders just yet, lift up again, and then release it to the floor. 3 this time. Here we go, lift. 3, lower arm and leg. 2, and 1. And release it to the floor. Here we go, 4. Here we go, lift up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And low to the floor, so you get that rest in between. Here we go, 5. 5, and 4. So really squeeze that belly as you lift your leg up, squeeze. 2, and 1. And release it all the way to the floor. So you take that rest, switching hands. So we're just doing up to 5 on these, yeah. So again, here we go, lift up for 1. So double check. 1 here, and then release it to the floor. 2 this time. Here we go, lift 2, 1, and relax it all the way to the floor. 3 this time. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1. And release. And again, 4 this time. 4, 3, 2, 1, and low. So don't take a big rest. Here we go, last set. 5 this time. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, 1, and relax it all the way to the floor. So you should feel that in your core, in your upper abs as well, yeah? Let's finish with those bridges again, guys, yeah? So let's bring those heels in nice and close to your bottom. Make sure you can touch the back of heels or thereabouts. Toes facing forwards. Neck is nice and long with that chin tucked in. Taking deep breath in as you exhale. Here we go, gentle pelvic tilt. Lifting up into that bridge. So just holding that bridge. And then exhale, releasing. And again, inhale, prepare. Exhale, gentle pelvic tilt, peeling that bottom off the floor. Start to lift up, pulling in with your pelvic floor muscles. Okay, guys. And again, exhale, release. So 2 more here. And again, exhale, gently peeling up, lifting into bridge. Pushing into the feet if you need to help support your body. And then exhale, release. 1 more time. And again, exhale, pelvic tilt, peeling up. And exhale, release. So we're staying up on top on the next one then. And again, exhale, peeling up, lifting up into that bridge. And just holding that bridge where you are, guys. Okay, so let's do a little walk for those legs this time. So we're going to walk that right foot forward, walk that left foot forward, bring it back, bring the other one back. And again, here we go, forwards, forwards, back, and back. And again, forwards, forwards, back, and back. Couple more. And again, forwards, forwards, tap back, and back. So try not to stomp the foot, okay, lightly place the foot if you can. Last one, forwards, forwards, back, back, hold, and then exhale, release. Fantastic, bring the knees in towards your chest, hug them in, just gently rock side to side, just to release it off. Gently releasing that foot to the floor, just extending that right leg up. Just gently circle the ankle just to release off. Circle round in the opposite direction. Gently releasing the ankle across that left knee. Reaching underneath your left thigh, bring it up to your chest, into a stretch for your glutes. So that's that bottom you want to stretch off. Gently releasing, changing over to the other side, so extending your left leg up. Nice straight leg, remember to stretch your hamstrings, okay? It doesn't matter if it's close to your chest, but it does, yeah, want to focus on a nice straight leg to get that hamstring stretching. Gently releasing the ankle across the opposite knee, reaching under, just stretching the glutes. As always, you can do these stretches as long as you need them, okay? And then just gently draw those knees in, hug them in, just gently release over to one side. Have a look where your arms are, just stretching your lower back. Back over over to the centre, take it over to the other side. And then gently draw back into centre. As always, before you come up, either rolling onto your side, bring one knee in towards your chest if that's easier. Yeah, just gently use the weight of your legs to gently roll yourself back up to the top. And that's today's session, guys, okay? So do hope you're all keeping safe, and I'll hopefully post another video for you on Saturday. Take care.